Listening test instructions. The listening test is about 50 minutes. There are 6 parts in listening test. You will have about 6 minutes to listen to each passage and answer the questions. The passage will be played once.
Hey, you look concerned. What's on your mind?
The final exam. I'm not fully prepared yet.
Well, don't worry too much. You still have 3 days.
Yeah, but 3 days will fly past in a wink.
Well, you still have time to cram things in your brain anyway.
Question 1. Why is the man looked worried?
You will hear a conversation in 3 sections. You will hear each section only once. After each section, you will hear 2 or 3 questions. You will hear the questions only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Hi, Alex. You wanted to speak with me today. What's on your mind?
Hi, yes, thanks for taking the time. I've noticed something that's been affecting our customer satisfaction. Over the past few weeks, we've been seeing an increase in complaints about long wait times at the checkout. It's becoming more frequent, and I'm concerned about how it's impacting our store's reputation.
I see. That's definitely a concern. Do you have any insights into when these long wait times are happening the most? Is it during specific shifts or times of the day?
Yeah, it's primarily during our peak hours, around lunch and early evening. We're usually at maximum capacity then, but we only have the same number of cashiers working. It's just not enough to handle the volume efficiently.
That makes sense. We've also had a few feedback surveys that mentioned waiting times as a common complaint. It's something we need to address to maintain our customer base. Do you have any ideas on what could help improve the situation?
I do. One idea that's come up among the staff is hiring an additional part-time cashier during those peak hours. But I'm also wondering if there are ways we can make the checkout process more efficient without just increasing the number of cashiers.
What is the primary concern raised by the cashier in the conversation? What inference can be made about peak hours at the store? What does the cashier's proposal to hire a part-time cashier imply about his perspective?
You will hear the second section of the conversation shortly.
Hiring another part-time cashier could definitely help with the short-term issue. However, you're right to think about ways to streamline the process as well. Have you thought about any changes to how we handle transactions, like using mobile point of sale, POS systems?
Yeah, actually, yes. I've seen some other stores using handheld POS devices that allow cashiers to check out customers from anywhere in the line. It helps clear out the queues faster. We could use that to avoid bottlenecks at specific counters.
That's an interesting idea. Mobile POS systems could make a big difference, especially in peak times. We'd need to look into the costs and training involved, though. Another possibility I've been considering is improving the flow of customers by rearranging how the line is structured. Have you noticed any specific issues with the layout that could be contributing to the wait times?
Yes, the current setup is a bit chaotic. We often have customers blocking pathways because of the way the line curves. Making the queue more organized could keep it moving smoothly and reduce congestion.
What inference can be drawn about the store manager's leadership style? Why might the cashier support handheld POS devices? What is a potential drawback of rearranging the queue layout, as suggested?
You will hear the third section of the conversation shortly.
Great points. It sounds like we have a few potential strategies to explore. I'll start by looking into the costs and benefits of mobile POS systems and assess what it would take to implement them. I'll also speak with the operations team about redesigning the queue layout to improve customer flow.
That sounds like a solid plan. I'd be happy to help pilot the mobile POS system if it comes to that. It would be great to test it out during a particularly busy time to see how effective it is.
Good thinking. I'll keep you updated on what I find out. If we decide to go forward with any changes, I'll make sure to involve the team in the training and rollout process. I appreciate you bringing this up. It's a vital issue that needs attention. Let's stay in touch and keep this moving forward.
Absolutely. I'm glad we're tackling this together. Thanks for your support.
Of course. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. Let's make these improvements and keep our customers happy.
What does the cashier imply about the mobile POS system's potential benefits? Why is piloting the mobile POS system suggested for busy times?
You will hear a conversation followed by 5 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Hi there. I'm really fascinated by this exhibit. It's about ancient civilizations, right?
Yes, it is. This section of the museum highlights the achievements of early human societies, focusing on ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, the Indus Valley, and China. Each civilization had a unique approach to governance, culture, and technology.
Wow, that's a lot of ground to cover. What would you say is the most impressive achievement from these ancient societies?
That's a tough question because each civilization contributed something important. But if I had to pick one, I'd say the Mesopotamians' development of writing was groundbreaking. They created cuneiform, one of the earliest known systems of writing. It allowed them to keep records, communicate over long distances, and even preserve their literature for future generations.
That's fascinating. I'm particularly intrigued by the ancient Egyptian culture. The pyramids always catch my attention. How did they manage to build such monumental structures without modern technology?
That's a great question. The Egyptians were remarkable engineers. They used simple yet effective tools like ramps, sledges, and levers to move massive stones. They also employed a large workforce which included skilled laborers, engineers, and farmers during the off-season. Contrary to popular belief, they didn't use slaves for these projects.
I had no idea about the workforce. And what about the Indus Valley? I don't hear about them as much as the others. What made their civilization stand out?
The Indus Valley civilization was one of the most advanced of its time. What sets it apart is their urban planning. Cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa were meticulously laid out with a sophisticated drainage system, grid streets, and standardized brick sizes. Unfortunately, much of their written language hasn't been deciphered, so we don't know as much about their social structure or governance.
That's so interesting. And what about ancient China? How did their civilization contribute to the world?
Ancient China's contributions are numerous, but perhaps the most influential was the invention of paper. This innovation revolutionized communication, education, and record-keeping. It's hard to imagine modern society without it. They also made significant advances in agriculture, medicine, and warfare.
It's incredible how much these civilizations shaped the world. Thanks for sharing all of this.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying the exhibit. Let me know if you have any more questions while you explore.
What made Mesopotamian writing groundbreaking? Why were ramps and sledges important in Egypt? What stands out about Indus Valley urban planning? What remains unclear about the Indus Valley? What was the role of the Egyptian workforce?
You will hear a conversation followed by 6 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Maya, now that our book has been out for a few months, I've been amazed at the conversations it's sparked. What do you think has been the biggest takeaway for readers so far?
Absolutely, Alex. I think the most surprising part for me has been how people are connecting the themes to their daily lives. The idea that individual choices shape larger social movements resonated more than I anticipated. I've been getting messages from readers who said it made them reevaluate how they engage with their communities.
That's really encouraging to hear. I hoped the book would push people to reflect on their roles in society, but seeing that in action is something else entirely. Have you noticed any particular demographic or group responding most strongly?
Definitely. It seems that young professionals and college students have been most engaged. They're at a stage where they're questioning everything, what they believe, what their future might look like. It's like our book came at just the right time for them. What about you, Alex? Any surprising feedback?
One thing I hadn't expected was how older readers have also latched onto the message. Many told me they were inspired to reevaluate their past decisions and reconsider their influence on future generations. It's been a humbling reminder that impact isn't just about the now, but also how we leave a legacy.
That's powerful. It reminds the chapter where we discussed how change can come from the most unlikely places. I think readers are realizing that they don't need to wait for a perfect moment to make a difference. They can start today in their own small ways.
Exactly. And while the book's main goal was to inspire personal reflection, I love that it sparked real conversations, even debates, on social media and in book clubs. People are discussing everything from the moral complexities we introduce to the choices they'd make in similar situations.
Right. And I think those discussions can push society toward more empathy and understanding. If nothing else, we've given people a platform to talk about real issues, something that can be the catalyst for actual change.
Couldn't agree more. Maya, here's to books that challenge, provoke, and inspire. Here's hoping this is just the start.
Cheers to that, Alex.
What does Maya imply about the book's impact on readers? Why did young professionals respond strongly to the book? What does Alex suggest about older readers? What do the author's reactions suggest? What does Maya think about the book's success? Why was the book well-timed?
You will hear a news item once. It is about 1.5 minutes long. Then 5 questions will appear. Choose the best way to complete each statement from the drop-down menu.
The shockwaves reverberated through the city as whispers of a scandal involving beloved local celebrity Marcus Hale spread like wildfire. Known for his philanthropic work and charismatic presence at charity events, Hale's image took a hit when reports surfaced alleging his involvement in a dubious business scheme. The accusations emerged from whistleblowers who claimed Hale had been using his name and influence to secure contracts for a construction project that, despite its promises, was plagued by safety violations and severe delays. The fallout has led to protests outside Hale's popular restaurant, where fans once queued eagerly to get a glimpse of the star. Amid growing public outrage, Hale has yet to respond to the allegations, though his representatives insist that he is cooperating fully with investigations. The scandal is now drawing in other figures, including prominent city officials who may have been swayed by Hale's power. As more evidence comes to light, the reputation of the once-admired icon hangs in the balance. With each passing day, the public's hope for an explanation shifts from curiosity to demand for accountability, leaving fans torn between their loyalty to a once-beloved figure and the unsettling truths now emerging. For the city, a figure that once stood as an emblem of community spirit is now embroiled in a controversy that has made headlines beyond local news outlets, raising questions about trust, transparency, and the blurred lines between celebrity and influence. The investigation continues, with many wondering if Hale's career can survive this storm, or if the city will be left grappling with a bitter reminder that even its idols are not immune to scandal.
You will listen to a 2 minutes video. Then 8 questions appear. Choose the best way to answer each question.
All right, everyone, we're organizing this charity fundraiser, and we need to talk about how to market it effectively. Our goal is to maximize attendance and donations. I think we should start by leveraging social media. We can create an event page, post regular updates, and use paid ads to target people interested in charitable causes. What do you think?
I agree that social media is important, but we can't forget about traditional methods, like flyers and posters in high-traffic areas. Our target audience isn't just online. Some people prefer getting information in person or from local businesses. We could even team up with local shops to display our event materials.
That's a good point, Noah. But, in my opinion, it's crucial we focus on a personal approach too. Maybe we can reach out to previous donors or people who have attended similar events in the past. A direct email campaign or even a phone call could create a more personal connection and encourage repeat contributions.
I like the idea of blending the digital and physical approaches. What about collaborations? We could partner with influencers or local celebrities to help spread the word. They can promote the event to a broader audience. We could also have them attend, which would create buzz.
Collaborations are great, but we should also consider how to make the event itself more appealing. Maybe we could include entertainment or a live auction. Having something exciting could attract more people, especially if they feel like they're getting something extra for their donation.
I love the idea of a live auction. It's interactive and engaging, which will keep people involved throughout the event. But we need to make sure our marketing reflects the cause we're supporting. We should create an emotional appeal, whether it's through a compelling story, video content, or showcasing the impact of the donations.
Absolutely. Emotional storytelling can help people connect to the cause on a deeper level. Maybe we can even do a countdown leading up to the event with behind-the-scenes footage of the planning process or testimonials from people who have benefited from the charity.
That sounds like a great plan. We just need to make sure everything is aligned and we're staying on message across all platforms. Whether it's social media, email campaigns, or posters, the core message should be clear and consistent.
I agree. Let's make sure we have a strategy for each channel and that we don't overwhelm people with too much information at once. A good balance of content, timing, and promotion should be our key focus.
Okay, so to recap, we'll focus on a mix of social media, traditional marketing, partnerships, emotional storytelling, and clear messaging. Let's split up the tasks and get started. We've got this.
You will hear a report once. It is about 3 minutes long. Then 6 questions will appear. Choose the best way to answer each question from the drop-down menu.
Autonomous vehicles, often referred to as self-driving cars, represent a groundbreaking innovation poised to transform the future of transportation. These vehicles utilize advanced technologies, including artificial intelligence, AI, sensors, cameras, radar, and GPS, to navigate roads without human intervention. They operate by continuously analyzing their surroundings, detecting obstacles, and making real-time decisions to ensure safety and efficiency. Autonomous vehicles are classified into levels ranging from level 0, which requires full human control, to level 5, where the vehicle is entirely autonomous in all conditions. The potential benefits of this technology are vast, including reduced traffic accidents, as autonomous systems can eliminate human errors such as distracted or impaired driving. Additionally, they promise increased mobility for individuals unable to drive, such as the elderly or disabled, and greater efficiency in traffic flow and consumption. Major companies like Tesla, Waymo, and Uber are heavily investing in the development of autonomous technology, pushing the boundaries of what is possible. However, the adoption of self-driving cars faces several challenges, including regulatory hurdles, high development costs, and concerns about cybersecurity and data privacy. Ethical dilemmas, such as decision-making in unavoidable accidents, also remain a critical debate. Furthermore, their widespread implementation could disrupt industries, such as trucking and taxi services, raising questions about job displacement. Despite these challenges, autonomous vehicles have the potential to refine urban planning, reduce congestion, and minimize environmental impact by integrating with sustainable technologies. The road to fully autonomous vehicles is still under construction, but their potential to revolutionize the way we travel, connect, and live is undeniable. With continuous advancements and collaboration among governments, industries, and researchers, autonomous vehicles are set to become a cornerstone of the transportation landscape, ushering in a safer, smarter, and more connected future.